So here we are in Wimbledon, and I'm going to be announcing a very important new policy. The challenge for a future mayor is, of course, cheaper tube and bus fares. Well, how do you achieve that for buses? There's no doubt that since Boris took over, the quality of the bus service, the reliability has improved. It's fantastic. The challenge for a future mayor is to be able to use the money that we've got and make it go further. And my pledge is to ensure that there are no more empty buses. Now, if we can take those empty buses off the road, we can reduce pollution, we can reduce congestion, and we need to ensure that the buses are full, they are used, and particularly my pledge is that every bus is a Jobs Express for shift workers. Having empty buses is not the answer, is it, David? So I'm here with David Dean. Tell me about the situation in Wimbledon.
Okay, well, certainly London really does have the best public transport system in the world. There's an infinite variety of travel options for you. Of course, in rush hour, we really do need all of the buses, and they're at capacity and they're very well used. But post rush hour, the number of passengers diminishes very quickly, which means that we have lots of empty buses on our roads. And as you can see behind us, we have a ghost bus station with lots of buses, but not many people. And you will see buses go past with 3 or 4 people on very, very frequently.
And why is that?
Well, simply, it's history. The bus companies are given a contract to say we need this number of buses per hour throughout the day. The reality is, with technology, with Oyster, we know exactly how many people are on the buses. Now, my granddad was a bus conductor.
Wow.
On the 157 from
So you love buses then? You must do.
Well, my family loves buses, absolutely. And we used to get on his bus, have his little ticket machine, and he would tell me if he's had a good day or a bad day. But you can't quantify that. Today's bus drivers can quantify that, and the bus companies can say, we don't have much demand between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. We can take those buses off the road, we can match supply with passenger demand, and those empty buses are causing congestion, pollution, and they cost money, which then ends up going into higher fares.
Well, I'm interested in that because I've pledged that we need cheaper fares for tubes and buses. And so what it seems you're saying is that if we can take those empty buses off the road and get buses when people need them, we can run a cheaper bus service, but at the same quality.
Absolutely.
We can drive quality and reduce costs.
Well, technology is there, not just on the Oyster card, but on smartphones. So today, if you're going to wait for a bus, you download an app and you find out when your bus is going to get to that bus stop. There's no longer having to wait around. So you can have much higher efficiency by matching the supply with the demand.
So there we are. Last night I was on a ghost bus, travelling back from Kingston all the way to Putney Bridge, virtually empty all the way. Today, we're outside peak times in Wimbledon town centre, an economically vibrant part of the capital, surrounded by ghost buses.
Ghost buses.
In a ghost bus station.
Ghost buses, ghost bus station. And 4 hours ago, this was enormously busy. And that's when you need the buses on. That's absolutely the right thing to do. We've got more buses on our streets today than probably any time in our history, because that's what we need. But not at every single hour.
So what we're saying is we don't want to reduce bus mileage.
No.
We don't want to take buses away and not give them back. But what we want to put them at the right times of the day when the people of London need it.
Absolutely right.
They need buses to get to work. The shift worker needs to get to work on time.
Yes.
So ensuring we have reliability, speed, the Jobs Express at peak times, that must be the answer for Londoners.
Absolutely right.
Without that, we're not going to drive economic growth or meet population demands. So the challenge must be for a future mayor to take these empty buses, these ghost buses off the road and put them on at the times of day and evenings when Londoners need them.
And that way you can reduce the costs because you're not running empty buses. The pollution caused by any vehicles is substantial, and there'll be less vehicles on the road. This is absolutely the right thing to do.
Fantastic. So my pledge, as someone who wants to be the next mayor of London, was not going to cut buses. We need buses. Buses are vital to the economic growth and prosperity of London. We need buses. The shift worker needs a Jobs Express that gets them to work. So my pledge is to improve the quality of the bus service for the shift worker when they need them at peak times. However, we cannot have all these empty buses, these ghost buses during the day and at night, and these ghost bus stations in our capital city. If we reduce and take off these empty buses off the road, we can put that into a service that ensures that we have cheaper fares, cheaper bus fares for Londoners.